Today's 7 a.m., April 29th, the day after the election. I don't know what the election results are yet. I want to give you what I would assume the election results will be. It'd be a minority conservative government. That's what I would prefer if it was a majority conservative government. My preference altogether would be the People's Party of Canada. They align more with my values than all the rest. But that's what I would hope is a majority. But I suspect more of a minority conservative government. They actually had it to win. There was no reason why they couldn't win. I think Pierre Poilievre was a little too soft when he wasn't in session. In other words, in front of the camera by himself, he was not aggressive enough. He wasn't clear enough. But anyways, it is what it is. That's where I would hope to have it, and that's where I suspect it to be. But I'm curious where it's landed. So let's check it out. Let's see what the results are, and what do we have there?
NDP has 7 seats.
So NDP has 7 seats. Bloc has 23 seats. Green Party has 1 seat, 144. You need 170. Oh, wow. Liberal 1 seat. That's unbelievable. So you're saying that Liberals could get a majority if they tied together with NDP again? Wow. That's surprising. After 10 years of such a poorly run government, and still they vote them in. You know, it kind of goes to show that we haven't had enough pain yet. We haven't experienced enough pain. When you're rewarding bad behavior continually, it's just a sign that either you hadn't had enough pain or you're very stupid people. Straight up. It's not what I expected. You know, Mark Carney, he came in as a nobody. Nobody knew him beforehand. His past, he's been a lot into business. He has a private equity firm that he's part of. I don't know if he's a majority shareholder in it or not. What is it, Brookfield? Yeah, he doesn't disclose his financial statement. What's the company name again? Is it Brookfield? Yeah, it's pretty large. So they moved from the time Trump got elected to the threat, and when he had the threat of tariffs, he moved his company to New York, I think it was. Yeah, I think he moved the headquarters to New York. He claimed he was nothing a part of it, but that he was still on the documents to being a large shareholder of it anyways. Been quite successful in that sense. Yeah, so he's governor of Bank of Canada. They want to be governor of Bank of England. He's really focused on green initiatives. He took away the carbon tax. Remember, folks? He took away the carbon tax about a month ago. But he's very focused on green initiatives. So that carbon tax, you can bet it come back harder than ever. Yeah, the bill was never revoked. They just brought it to zero in the meantime. So it'll come back on. Actually, that's one thing. If I had tanks to fill up, I'd be filling up tanks full of fuel right now. Just because there's going to be about a 40-cent go back on your fuel here shortly. You can thank Mark for that one because it makes all the difference in the world. You know, because supposedly carbon's bad for plants. By the way, just so you know, I'm a farmer. The one thing plants need to live on is carbon. All right, it takes in carbon dioxide, and it gives off oxygen. Without carbon dioxide, it wouldn't actually live. We get taxed on the carbon, but never get the reward of carbon. So I don't know what it was there for in the first place, other than tax you all and make you feel like you're doing something good for the economy or the environment. That's what it's there for. Main thing. You and your ignorance believe that it's good for you, right? It's just weird. And quite frankly, what happens is the people, the liberals themselves, are the ones that are taxed the most and see the least amount of reward for it. A bigger government doesn't mean better policies, just so you all know. The other thing, again, I don't get family involved. I don't think it's wise, but he has a child that's non-binary. Now, that's not neither here nor there. You'll notice that people that are in a position of politics will take a stand on that kind of stuff no matter what. Even Elon Musk said that after he was, what's a word for it? He was coerced into signing documents to do some transitioning for his own son. And he didn't realize it till later. He said he's going to make it his personal position and focus to kill the woke virus. So it's very clear when one person stands for one thing, they know where they stand. It's clear that Mark Carney does not stand for getting rid of the DEI culture and also all the pronouns and all that kind of stuff that is so prevalent in our environment, and which is again where our moral code is going. It was during the time of Trudeau, the amount of deaths through MAID, which is basically a suicide, a form of taking medication to kill oneself if they choose to. That was brought on by Trudeau. It will continue with Mark Carney. And likewise, all the DEI, weird, multi-gender philosophies will continue on, along with the continuation of abortion also. the moral code, the moral fabric of Canada will continue to erode until y'all wake up and decide to make a change. Now, I've heard that, a lot of times these elections, they can't always be trusted, but I don't know anything about that stuff. It's something to look into, because that number is just unbelievable. It's just clearly an opportunity now for a province like Alberta to go and become independent. And I think there's a possibility for it. And definitely it's something that I would look into for myself to move there. I don't know where that's going to leave you all other than screwed for the next 4 years. So if you like this stuff, these kind of conversation, this kind of content, like it, subscribe to it, or put comments below. If you disagree, put that there also. And if you are surprised I'm wrong this one time in my life, I get it. I am wrong once in a while, once in a blue moon. This is one of those times. So either I'm wrong, or maybe it was rigged, or maybe I just didn't realize we're so liberal. Till next time.